If I woke up tomorrow, I was 30 years old again, and my bank account said $0, this is exactly what I would do. I mean, I'm 32, almost 33, but few years ago, I had a little bit more than zero. And this is not um, guru stuff. This is not like buy my course. I don't have a course. I'm not selling you anything. And I'm not just gonna tell you to manifest it. I mean, real world, step by step, what normal people can actually do, and what I think is the easiest way, and what I would actually personally do. Because honestly, I think a lot of people feel trapped right now. They make decent money, but somehow they still feel behind. They feel stressed every month, and they feel they can't breathe financially. And the crazy part is that it's not an income problem. They have a system problem. So step zero, I would say there's three steps, but like right before we get to first step, before money, before investing, before businesses, anything, it's believing that you can actually change your situation. I have friends and family that do not think they can change their situation for some wild reason. Insert it here. Like, it doesn't matter. There's a billion reasons why. And they're right. They're right. Like, they will not do it, because if you do not think you can change the situation, you will not take the steps to change the situation. Because that, what's his name? Theo Baum. I think he probably got it from somewhere else. But nothing changes if nothing changes, and that's true. So that's step zero. If you're always saying I'm always going to struggle, or I'm bad with money, or I'll never get ahead, then that's going to be your reality, like, for sure. So I don't know how to change that. Go to a Tony Robbins thing, get some motivation, and potentially from that motivation, maybe you get some discipline out of it, because discipline is the key, not motivation, obviously. But I don't know, get new friends, go to different meetups, go to Cars and Coffee maybe. There's different people that have different mindsets in different areas, and maybe you learn to, I don't know, to change your mindset by going to different places and different meetups and stuff like that. That could help. It probably helped me being around real estate people. They're very positive and think that they can do it. And also soccer players. Um, a lot of soccer players, because you have to grind and blah blah blah. Like, a lot of people think that it's on you. Whatever you do, whatever the actions you take, whatever you want to do, you can do it if you just put the work in. So let me see here. It just needs to be green. Okay, we're good. Green. Well, bye. All right. So step one is brutally simple. Figure out where every single dollar is going. What I would do, and this is what I would do, right? So it's an easy video. I would download Rocket Money. You can use a spreadsheet too, but I mean, Rocket Money, I think you can pay like $6, $7, $8 a month or something. It's well worth it, I promise you. Upload your bank account, credit cards, and all that stuff, and just know your number every single week. See where it's going, see where you're overspending, and then figure out a way to, like, not do that, whether it's eating out, whether it's whatever. Now, what you'll probably find is housing, transportation, and food are the three biggest ones that you got going on. Okay. And again, let me reiterate this. This is not a yearly thing. This is a weekly thing, if not every day, every other day. Sometimes it sinks every 2-3 days or something. At least a weekly, like, see where you're going. Okay. Maybe you're eating out too much. Maybe you have too many subscriptions. Maybe you have too many random Amazon purchases. Or, like I said, too much car and too much house. More than likely, you do have too much car and too much house. Okay. Which we go into step 2, and I have it written down here. So step 2 is looking at your housing. Okay. Because of last video, I think it was Tuesday that I did it, the 2 income trap. So if you can afford that 30-year mortgage with the 2 incomes, then you're screwed. For 30 years, you have to make the same amount of money. Because of inflation, because of wage, they're going to promote you and everything. It'll feel a little bit nicer, like, as the years go by. But still, you're going to be trapped. There's not going to be like that, like, financial relief of, like, I made it. Okay, so I need you to look at your housing, and potentially, if you have to sell and get something a little bit less value in another area of town potentially. This is not like advice for every single person. 'Cause sometimes like the right area of town get you the right connections and everything. But, it doesn't have to be like, if you're like at 500,000 and you can go to like 350 and you're not too far from that other area, then it would probably make sense. And bonus and brownie points if you can house hack. Okay, look at my other videos on house hacking. You can make 2 to 3 grand from your housing and potentially have it all paid off if you do that one strategy. Okay, that's 2. And then step 3, I would say, step 2 also includes the car stuff. If you're paying over $1,000 for a car or 2 cars, figure out what to do to like not do that. There's nowadays, I didn't agree with it. My wife leases a car for $300. $300 is not that bad. And she leases an EV car, so there's no gas either. So she would be spending like around $200 in gas. So technically it's just $100 a month, which is not much at all. Okay, so I kind of let that one go just because it was $300. Now it is not your car. Obviously, it's a lease. I don't recommend it. I wouldn't have done that, but she was gonna do it anyway. So like I'm okay with it, not the payment not being $800, if that makes sense. So housing, transportation, and then look at the fact that if you're eating out too much or whatever, and you can invest the rest. And then step 3, which I'll probably get some kickback here, is starting a little business. Trying to get away from your comfortable W-2 and your income. Now, this is only if it like if you can feel the fire, if that makes sense. Because if you figured out how to live off of one income and then save the rest or invest the second income, then you don't have to take the third step, as long as you keep doing that and you don't go back to like, now we need both incomes to survive. And the reason I say the little income, because like, I don't know, let's say you like woodworking. I have a buddy that likes woodworking, and he was thinking about doing it and without doing the business thing. And then I was like, that's a horrible mistake, because with a business, like if you just sell chairs or little tables for $150, $200 or whatever, you can do an LLC or whatever, get an EIN, go to Chase, get you a credit card, spend it on the credit card. It is a business thing, a business expense, and you can write it off. Okay. So you're saving money and also making money at the same time. So like if you're doing it just as a hobby and you're not making it a business, which making it a business is not that complicated. You just get an LLC and a business checking account and credit card and you're good. You save a lot of money that way, like 30 to 50% probably, I would say, for doing that. And that's something that you were going to do anyways. Figure out what you like. You can put it on Facebook Marketplace and say, hey, I make chairs or whatever. Or you buy a few bouncy houses and then you say, hey, for every Friday or Saturday or whatever, if you have a party, I'll take it there and I'll assemble it and disassemble it for $300, $400 or whatever. You can start saving money that way. Now, nobody said it's easy, but in order to get out of this like rut, this hole, we need to do that. And then little by little, as the years go by, maybe 1, 2, 3 years, you will see the compounding effect of all of this. And then at that point, you have options. You grinded and you worked really hard, both the financially and saving and whatever, and also in the income producing, like making more money. And this all compounds, whether it's index funds, whether you buy another piece of real estate or whatever. And then you can finally breathe, because options are amazing. So if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. And again, I'm a real estate agent in Raleigh. If you are in this area, I can personally help you. And if you're moving anywhere in the United States, I can connect you to a great agent. Just add me on Instagram or send me an email, say hi, and I got you. See you guys later. Bye.